Wait, let's rewind. You're saying that a broke woman who makes no money, struggles to pay her rent and typical basic bills every month, calls men that can't send her to get her nails done a brokey or sassy. Delusion.
A broke man's love language is romance. When a broke man wants to be in love with you, he will put this, our sun and moon is in Sagittarius and it's in Aries, and we're meant to be together. We're twin flames. Our numerology seven. This is a broke man's language. This is all he can offer. He can't offer you money. He can't fix your issues. He can't give you solutions to your problems. He will use you as a therapy buddy, an emotional dumpster, because he can't go to his bros. That's embarrassing and weak. So he'll use you for that. And most of these men have nothing going on for them. They'll come to you and they'll waste your time.
Men with money treat women exactly how women treat men who don't have any money.
Bro has a point. Bro has a serious point. If you've never thought of this, let's watch the next video. You'll see why that is.
A lot of men make money so they can treat women like dirt. Oh, because we talk over here, baby. There are a lot of men who grew up ugly. Girls had no interest in them. They couldn't dream of getting a baddie. Used to watch from the sidelines while their friends got all the hotties. They got air. When they were young, girls would diss them. Girls wouldn't have the time of day for them. Girls would just, let me talk to your friend. So a lot of men have grown up with a lot of resentment for women. A lot of men have the mentality of, do you remember that cartoon where he'd be like, why I oughta? That's how they feel about watch when I'm up. When I'm up! Women, a lot of us, especially pretty women, we are on men's hit list. We are enemy number one.
I don't think it's resentment. Through the experiences that you've gone through, you've seen how you've gotten treated without the bag, without the money. And now you have it. You have somebody like you because of who you've become. It's more about character. You've built yourself. You've done so much for yourself. You have so many options. So why should you care so much about these women? You're not going to care so much. Like the other lady put it in the other clip where she said that a broke man has nothing to offer other than romance. Now, let's talk about a successful man, a man that has money. Do you think romance is what he has to offer? No. Think about it. The other guy made the point to say men with money treat women like women treat broke men.
Well, actually not me, because I was a dead thing when I was younger, so I wasn't rejecting nobody. But you guys that were rejecting men, whew, we're all getting your karma now. Some of the richest men, and I don't talk about rich like millionaire rich. I'm talking about in your circle. Look at the men who are up, who have got money, who, when you go out, they can be spending. I guarantee you they weren't knocking down bitches when they were young. I guarantee you the girlfriends they had back then, if you compare them looks-wise to the girlfriends they have now, no shade to any women because we're all beauty and beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but they're not the same. A lot of men have bought access to baddies. And they know, they talk about it. I swear, Future even says it in one song, that girls, you never used to give him time of day. Now he's up, he's just going to smash all the baddies. And you know what? I hear it. But ladies, we have to know this so we can be very smart about how we operate, because you don't want to be anyone's lick back. A lot of women are these men's revenge lick back from their 21-year-old selves. And that's also why a lot of these men are not ready to settle down. Because you think that man is 30, 32, 33, 34, 35. He should be ready to settle down. Baby, he just started getting bitches. He's got a long way to go till he is satisfied. And I'm talking raw like this because this is how men talk. Let me be real. This is how they talk about it amongst themselves. And I want women to hear and understand that. I could say it polite, with the Queen's English, but let's really be real with ourselves, ladies. So, stop sleeping with these men early, because at the end of the day, you do not know the intentions of a lot of these men. Make them work, make them get to know you, spend time with them, make them invest in you. I'm not saying they're not going to try to trick you anyway, because men can be mad as well, but the more consistent you are and the more you acquire over a long period of time, the more likely you're going to build more of a genuine connection with that man. Now, like I always say, There's always an exception to the rule for best results. Assume it's not you. Mwah.
That only broke women are never broke. We can tomorrow we can be rich. All we got to do is go talk to some old man, and tomorrow we could be at the dealership driving off in a nice car. Next week we could be moving into our new mansion. Okay, women are never poor. Only men are broke. We could, like y'all will struggle for years, and all we got to do is meet some dude that likes us a lot more than we like them. That's literally it. Okay, I promise you. Overnight success.
Yeah, you can promise us that, but like the people you are advising, do they have what it takes to keep those people? Because they can meet those guys, and the moment maybe those guys see through them to say like, you know what, they are back to default settings. So there is never control. Where you have no control because you are expectant. So you can't say you are not broke when not being broke is determined by somebody else and not yourself. So there's no control there that there will be an inflow of cash to you. There's no control and you can't guarantee it. So it doesn't make sense because even that was to happen, it depends on so many factors. So many factors. In men with resources, they know it's just, to throw a few resources there and then keep her in control. The moment she tries to get out of line, you cut all those benefits, sanctions, So another example we'll give is the Cassie situation. She had a guy that was rich. She had to go through that. So you can say all those things, but some of the things that you'll be subjected to have that money, come on. You don't wish it on your daughter. Even the woman saying this, you don't wish it on her daughter. Come on, let's be real here.
My fatness doesn't devalue me.
Why?
So I'm an A.
Why doesn't it?
Yeah,
Why
okay.
is it that your own
Why ask
assessment
her
of
to
your
tell her
looks
that her
has
perception's wrong?
nothing to do with how the external world perceives you? That's my
Because
problem.
I don't give a shit. You
Right,
decide.
because you don't care, so there's no
I
real
don't care
value
about-
judgment.
I don't care about other people's
how can
opinion
you-
of
how
me.
can
It's
you
not
speak
more
for
important
the
than the
rest
opinion
of
of
the
I own of
world?
myself.
Yeah,
And
it
if you
is.
don't-
If there's a value judgment of how you would self-assess your own looks, the only possible conceivable metric I could even think of would be the perception of how other people view you for your value judgment
And
of
I
how
was in a
you look.
relationship for
How would
almost
you
8
know
years with
about
someone
that,
who
though?
thought my
How would you-
body
how could he-
was
how could
the
you ever
most
come up with a
beautiful
metric?
thing he had
That's what I'm saying,
ever
you
seen.
decide.
I have been pursued by many men who think I am gorgeous and beautiful. That perception exists whether you have it or not.
Okay, so assume for a second, I can envision a world where you're the only human being who's inside of the
And
world.
guess what? I'll
And
never
if
be
you're
the only one who thinks I'm
if
hot,
you're-
and I know that bugs the shit out of you.
if you're the
dude.
only human being who's inside of a
of
world,
his own
I can
self-low
perceive,
self-esteem.
I can perceive that I can come up with whatever metric I want for myself because I have nothing to compare it to. So if I have nothing to compare it to and I have nobody else's value judgment, then I can say I'm the most beautiful person who's ever lived, and that would be true. But if I have the value judgment of hundreds of millions of people to compare the standard to, and I know that I'm below that threshold and just decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective. You're just making up.
No, I'm
Really
not,
ask this
babe.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Us men or guys, we how can I say? We don't say things for the sake of, or we are not honest in most of the times. At times, we are never honest with our women. Our girlfriend, she can ask you about our weight, but we decide not to be honest about it. Sometimes we try to communicate about it, to say, oh, you know what, maybe suggesting gym, but when you ask us, we're not going to tell you that you're fat. We're not going to tell you that you're not the most beautiful woman in the world. We're going to tell you all those nice things. Why? Because we are never honest when it comes to that, unlike women. I think they are too honest about it. They'll tell you that you're ugly. They'll tell you you're short. They'll tell us we are broke. They'll tell us that we can't take care of them. They'll tell us all these things to invalidate us. And it's also another way they feel good about themselves, is to put us down for them to feel good about themselves. But for us men, we never try to put women down. So the problem with this is that you have her thinking that she's the most beautiful woman in the world. Yes, she is. Because we tell her that. We tell her you have the most beautiful body. I like your body. I think it's perfect. We tell her all those things. Imagine if we said the truth. Do you think she'll even be going up there to do those podcasts? She wouldn't. I'm just saying, you guys. Thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel.